Russell Westbrook sits at a crossroads.
Not that long ago, he was the NBA's triple-double king and league MVP, the thunderous heartbeat of Oklahoma City's future. Now, at 36, Westbrook is a free agent as the summer winds down,
Waiting by a phone that isn't ringing. How did one of basketball's most explosive talents and decorated point guards reach a point where hardly anyone wants him on their team? Today, we dive into Westbrook's tumultuous journey to ask the uncomfortable question: is this the end for Russell Westbrook?
Westbrook's journey begins with a bang in Oklahoma City. Drafted in 2008, the UCLA product quickly forms a young trio alongside Kevin Durant and James Harden that has Thunder fans dreaming of championships. Westbrook plays with ferocious energy, a one-man fast break with nuclear athleticism. By 2012, he's charging into the NBA Finals at age 23. Even after OKC falls short, Russ's star only climbs. When Durant departs in 2016, Westbrook seizes the reins as the franchise centerpiece. The result? A historic 2016-17 season where he averages a triple-double, the first since Oscar Robertson in 1962, and earns the MVP award. Night after night, he puts the team on his back with jaw-dropping stat lines and late-game heroics. He famously records a 20-20-20 game in honor of Nipsey Hussle. Stats so absurd, it hardly seems real.
That wasn't for me, man. That was for my bro, man. That's for Nipsey, man. 20 plus 20 plus 20. They know what that means, man. That's for my bro.
In OKC, Westbrook isn't just a star. He's a superhero, revered for his loyalty and tenacity. Yet, behind the individual brilliance, the Thunder never make it back to the finals. Westbrook's go-it-alone style produces epic highlights and triple-double records, but it doesn't propel OKC to a championship. By 2019, the Thunder opt for a rebuild, trading away their beloved star. It was the end of an era in Oklahoma, and the beginning of a wandering journey that will test Westbrook like never before.
It's an amazing opportunity, but I can't, take on the next journey without thinking. Oklahoma City Thunder, Sam, Mr. Bennett, the whole Thunder organization, just for taking me in, drafting me.
After 11 seasons as OKC's heart and soul, Westbrook ping-pongs from Houston 2019 to Washington 2020 to the Lakers 2021. The LA experiment ends with a 2023 trade to Utah and buyout.
Whether they want me here or not, it doesn't really matter. Honestly, my job is to be a professional, show up to work like I've always done. We all have jobs that sometimes people at our jobs don't like us or don't want us there, as you guys probably can attest to in any other job across the world. And as a professional and as a working man, I have to do my job and do it the best way I know how to be able to support and take care of my family, and that's what I would do.
After a stint with the Los Angeles Clippers, on July 26, 2024, he signs with the Denver Nuggets on a 2-year veteran minimum deal with a 2025-26 player option. In Denver, he embraces a secondary role and averages around 13 points, 6 assists, and 5 boards on mid-40s shooting and low 30s from 3 in about 28 minutes. He delivers moments in the first round versus the Clippers, including a 20-plus point burst in Game 5, but struggles in the semis versus OKC before the Nuggets lose to the eventual champions. June 2025, he declines his player option to enter free agency. It's his 6th organization since 2019. A former franchise cornerstone, now searching for a stable home in a league that has shifted under his feet. Has the NBA moved on from Westbrook's style of play, or has Russ been unable to move on from the way he's always played?
The NBA has evolved in the past decade, and Russell Westbrook's greatest strengths increasingly become double-edged swords. At his peak, Westbrook's game is built on athletic fury and high usage. He attacks the rim with abandon, pushes the pace relentlessly, and fills the box score in every category. But in the modern NBA, teams prize efficiency, spacing the floor with three-point shooters and making quick decisions. Westbrook's weaknesses in those areas grow more glaring as he ages. He has never developed a reliable three-point shot or consistent off-ball movement. When he doesn't have the ball, he isn't a floor spacer, and when he does, he tends to play at one speed, full throttle. That leads to brilliant nights in OKC, but also to costly turnovers and forced shots in crunch time. By 2025, some coaches think that Westbrook's style simply doesn't fit easily into a contender's system unless he's the focal point. And any team where 36-year-old Westbrook is the focal point is probably not a championship team. Critics point out that Westbrook's defensive impact has waned as well. He can still make highlight reel steals or blocks, but often gambles out of position or loses focus off ball. At his age, some physical decline is inevitable. The legs a bit less springy, the finishes at the rim a bit less explosive. Without a refined shooting touch to fall back on, those small declines hurt his effectiveness more. The result is that coaches in Los Angeles and Denver use him situationally, often off the bench and in shorter bursts, to maximize energy and limit the downsides. His uncompromising game, once his signature, becomes something teams feel they need to balance with shooting and defensive versatility around him. That's not to say Westbrook hasn't tried to adapt. He accepted bench roles in LA and Denver, and by all accounts remained a relentless worker and solid locker room presence. You might get a vintage Russ performance one game and a 2 of 11 shooting night the next. The hard truth is that in 2025, the league is full of talented young guards who can shoot, and older point guards have to either accept niche roles or significantly reinvent their games. Westbrook has done the former to an extent. The next question is whether that's enough to earn him another shot. After all the accolades and all the miles traveled, Westbrook now faces perhaps his toughest opponent yet. Father Time, teamed with a league that may have moved on without him. As of late August 2025, he remains unsigned. Multiple reports indicate the Sacramento Kings are the only serious suitor at the moment and has maintained a level of interest while not actively shopping Malik Monk and exploring other avenues to open a backcourt spot. The context matters. The Kings traded De'Aaron Fox to the Spurs in February and later added Dennis Schroeder in July. The guard room now centers on Schroeder, Zach LaVine, and Monk. In that setup, Westbrook looks like a second-unit playmaker and energy piece. For Russ, Sacramento offers a realistic path to minutes and a chance to impact winning without superstar expectations. But if that door closes, the reality could be grim. Jake Fisher has framed Sacramento as essentially Westbrook's last NBA home if he's in a league at all.
That's still the home that I have heard earlier this week is the most likely outcome for Russell Westbrook if he's going to be in the NBA at all. Honestly, that's really the only home we've heard for him.
Speculative links to other teams have surfaced with no clear traction. Overseas buzz, notably a rumored never-before-seen offer from Hapoel Tel Aviv, was publicly refuted by team officials, and nothing materialized. It's possible an NBA team suffers an injury mid-season or realizes it needs a jolt of veteran presence and gives him a call. Perhaps Sacramento eventually finalizes a move to bring him in, granting him that one last chapter. If he does sign somewhere, the role will undoubtedly be limited. Think 15-20 minutes a night as a secondary playmaker and energy guy. And in that capacity, Westbrook can still help. He's not the triple-double machine of old, but he can still be the hardest worker on the floor for short bursts, infusing hustle and intensity into a game. That might be worth a roster spot. It might even swing a few games in the regular season. What it almost surely won't be is a path back to stardom.
For Russell Westbrook, the summer of 2025 feels like a harsh reality check, who was seen on a yacht, trying to stay ready, getting shots up. A player who once seemed to bend the game to his will is now waiting for the game to call him back. Is this the end for Russell Westbrook? In one sense, yes. It's the end of Westbrook the superstar, the walking triple-double who can single-handedly carry a team. That version of Russ belongs to the history books and highlight reels now. But in another sense, maybe not. If Westbrook is willing to embrace what the modern NBA is asking of him, a smaller role, a focus on mentoring and situational contributions, he could still have a meaningful final act. Whatever happens, nothing erases what Russell Westbrook has accomplished. He's already etched his name in NBA lore. The book on his career isn't completely shut yet, though. But only one question currently remains. Who, if anyone, will give the Brody one last shot? Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please be sure to leave a like. And if you learned something new, consider subscribing for more videos.